Hey kids, it's been a while. Just some things on my mind I wanted to talk about. The gay generation gap or the gayneration gap. There's a there's a distance between younger gays men and older gay men that creates a specific problem that I wanted to just discuss briefly. Um, Back in the day, before we had, Facebook, Grinder, Gay.com, Adam for Adam, gay men used to have to congregate in public and they'd mix all the generations and everyone would kind of know each other and get along. But now with the internet, it's a lot easier to hang out with people that are your own age, exclusively, and gay men. And so this is sort of creating like silos of social groups that probably didn't exist 15 years ago. Now, why do I bring this up? I bring this up because I'm in between two groups. I'm in my late 20s, so I'm not yet in my 30s, but I'm not quite in the young club going crowd anymore. At least not for Champagne. And in Champagne, a problem is that the the gay men my age, in their late 20s to their mid 30s, generally you don't see them. They're gone. They have their own lives. They have families. They're not very social, um, and I'm very social. So I often uh, I'm trying to find something to do with people all the time, which usually ends up going to Emerald City, but that's something else entirely. Um, so what you have is why I bring this up. So you have in the gay bar here in Champaign and in a lot of places, you generally have two groups. You have the gay men that are over 40 and the gay men that are under 25, and a couple of sprinkled in between, but that's what you usually see, right? And so a funny thing happens. Um, you have this sort of barrier of communication between the two groups, and here's why. The young group is afraid that the older group is just trying to hit on them, and the older group is afraid that the younger group is just going to reject them. And both is true. And here's why. The the older group has this sort of assumption that all the younger gays are kind of mean and shallow and not going to include them. And so, they sort of uh, they don't treat them as equals, but they sort of treat them at either as they don't exist or as trophies. And this is the what drives the problem here. So you have younger gays that when they start going out, they're not really worried about this as much. But uh, as they start to go out and they're exposed to older gay men who approach them, or people in their own age group, but might be from outside of their social circle that they aren't necessarily interested in a relationship with, approach them uh, in public places, and and sort of hit on them, and when those people are rejected for legitimate reasons. You're allowed to reject anyone you want if someone makes an advance on you. Anyone who wants to argue that, you're an idiot. If someone hits on you and you don't like them like that, I mean, be polite about it, but you should reject them. I mean, don't lead them on and don't sell yourself short. But what I see happening often is that when the older gentleman hits on the younger gentleman and is rejected, rather than continue socializing with that younger man, they take offense, they get in a big huff, and they take off. Here's the problem. Sure, your ego is a little bruised. because you saw a shiny little object that didn't want you back. But the what does that communicate to the younger gay man? You're trying to socialize with someone. You meet a new person. You're trying to get to know them. They seem interested. They buy you beer. You're talking to them. Then all of a sudden they say something inappropriate, and you say, "Look, no, not really thinking that way." And then they walk away from you and don't look at you for the rest of the night. What's going through that person's head is, I have the personality of a missing Monopoly thimble. I'm not worth anything other than my good looks. And everybody knows their good looks fade. So who's getting the worst self-esteem hit there? Uh, no wonder the younger gays put up such a wall when it comes to people that are older than them. That's really, to be sent that message that, you don't have a personality worth knowing. I just want you around because you're eye candy. That's terrible. Even if you are working hard on yourself and trying to look good, we all deserve basic dignity, and that's not very nice. So, you build up a little bit of a thick skin, and you become abrasive toward people that you um, aren't necessarily familiar with and aren't necessarily attracted to, because you're worried that they're going to hit on you. But this is a problem too. You need to open yourself up to people, not sexually, but socially. You need to not have such a wall up, um, because not everybody that is not in your league is trying to hit on you. This is something I come across a lot. I, uh, being that I'm in the in between, there are a few people out and about that are my age, and my friends. My age are often busy, and I have a lot of friends, but it's hard to catch people. Generally, they go out once, twice a month, so um, I need to get my social time in. So I'll go out and I'll meet with people, and I find that the younger 20 somethings kind of really put a wall up because they're assuming, because I'm a little bit older and I'm not a hot young little twink, that I'm trying to get with them. And it's not that at all. But I understand why they think that. That's what they get when they go out. So shame on you if you're one of those people that can't take rejection. Because you know what? It's just it's just physical stuff. No biggie. We're not all going to be attracted to everybody that's attracted to us. And it says nothing about your character that someone's not attracted to you. Physical physical attraction is a really important component to attraction. And you if you can't, I mean, I there's a lot of people that I'm very connected to because of their personalities, but by and large, I look at someone first off not because of their person. I don't see their personality, especially in a bar. I see this is a good-looking person, but that doesn't say anything about who they are as a character, as a human being, as a person. So if someone doesn't find you physically attractive, this is not that big of a hit. We've all got different tastes. You're going to have to get over the rejection. But certainly don't send the message to someone that, oh, I only wanted you because I thought you were hot, but now that you don't think I'm hot, you're not worth talking to. That's nasty and it's bad, and it creates this divide. I think if less of us acted like that and were more easygoing and cool with stuff, we'd all get along a lot more. And younger hot gays, yeah, you may be hot, but not everyone who's trying to talk to you is trying to sleep with you. Be nice. Open yourself up and know that you're worth it enough that if someone does reject you, or someone does get rejected by you and then treats you bad, that doesn't say anything about your personality because they didn't take the time to meet you. What are your thoughts? Comments? Yell at me. Go for it. 10 minutes.